I have my own personal feelings towards this. But it comes across in the broadcast that you're obsessed, that you're an obsessive when it comes to basketball. What is it about basketball? What, if you were to sort of give a little, wax poetic here, what is it about the game? What is it about the sport that drew you in at a young age and has captured your obsession and imagination for decades?
See, this is where you're going to make me up, because this game, right, from the time I was 7 years of age, has literally shaped my life. It's just, so I'm a kid. I'm the last of 8. Not much means at all. Like, money was tight when I was a kid. And, like, money tight with a lot of mouths is stressful. So a kid, we moved from New York to the Jersey Shore. The house my parents pick happens to be right next door to a park. And the prior owners left a ball in the yard. And my mother at the time, you're trying to unload from a moving van or whatever. And she just here you go over there and play and get out of the way. And it's the only place as a kid that I felt confident, that I knew I was good at something. And it provides an education that I would have never been able to afford. Education was not a priority in my house. Putting food on the table was the priority. And so it's literally shaped my life every step of the way. And it's been the one, can't believe I'm this emotional. Jesus, Jay, now I'm going to be pissed that you had me on.
Now you're making me cry, Doris.
It's the one place. It's been my safety. It's been my safe spot. It's been my soft landing spot, for lack of a better term. God.
Yeah, Doris, I can certainly relate to what you said, and as someone who has sort of jumped in and out of different obsessions in their life. My current one is golf. I always find it fascinating that it's always been basketball. For me, it's now been 31 years. It's like all these things that I probably never would have learned or experienced. I got to because of this silly game where we throw a basketball into a metal hoop. To me, it's the most beautiful game. And one of the reasons it's so beautiful is because it requires so much cooperation.
Yes.
And there was nothing in my life outside of obviously my family.
Right.
There was nothing in my life that I felt more a part of than when I was on a team.
Yeah.
And the relationships that I built because of that.
Yeah.
I think that's been the hardest thing in retirement, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because when you do it for a long time, it becomes so ingrained in your identity.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to give up. And so what you've done, what I'm now doing is I still want to be a part of it.
Right.
I still want to figure out a way to be a part of it.
100%. Two things I want to follow on there, JJ. Number one, it is teaches you teamwork. Getting along with people that maybe your personalities don't always mesh, but there is something so special about working with a group collectively toward a goal and the meaning behind it. Sometimes it's the awful heartbreak. It's the awful heartbreak of falling short, of maybe individually falling short as you're trying to make that goal and then having that impact. But the other thing I would say is the beauty of basketball is also that you give me a ball and a gym anywhere, a dark gym could be hot as hell in it. In fact, the hotter the better. But give me a problem to work out and I'll go out there and I'll get my mind right. So there's a beauty in both of those things.